Hi everyone. Very good evening to all of you. Hi, this is Souradeep here. So, can you please confirm if you are able to hear me? You are hear me, right? You can see my screen also, right? Great. Thanks for the confirmation. Now, let us start today's market discussion with the discussion of Nifty. I was looking at charts also. But start with Nifty. And today Vivek sir would be taking the session. So first 20 minutes to 25 minutes, it will be me. And then we have our guest, Jyoti ma'am, Jyoti Buria ma'am. She will be joining us after me. Okay. So two of us will take the session, almost 25 minutes to half an hour each. Okay. Now, let us discuss about Nifty. So, what happened? If you remember that, if I talk about before that, I'll go to Dow Jones chart. Okay. So, what happened on Dow Jones on last last Friday is this important thing. Okay. Now, this breakout happened last Friday in the Dow Jones, and due to that, our market Nifty had a great breakout on that day. And after that, it was mostly giving up that range. But yesterday was expiry was pretty bullish, because if you notice in the Dow in between, Dow had a very bullish day yesterday. So the Dow futures were reflecting. The thing is that in Dow Jones, this level 32,500. Okay, 32,500. 32,500. Okay, this is the level in Dow Jones. Okay, so in the recent past, you can see so many touch points there. Like from here it bounced, from here almost it bounced. 34,500 to 700 is the zone. Okay, 30, uh, 32,700. So in this zone, you can see multiple touch points. One here, one here, one here. I had put this into the StockEdge club also. So if you all remember, I have put there in the StockEdge club, StockEdge social, this chart that it is so many times getting rejected. So when price came here, I said that possibly we will see a bounce. Now what happened after that is that the Dow Jones from here on that day only it closed above, and yesterday was very bullish. So our market had a bullish opening. Now you have to understand the structure of our market right now. See, this is a line roughly 16,850, which is dividing the bulls and bear right now. Bears. So we are still in a kind of bearish zone, I would say bearish half, because as long as market is able to sustain above this, and we can also add 200 DMA. So this is EMA. The 200 DMA is around 17,200. Okay. So this is Nifty. So you can understand, as long as these levels 16,850 is not crossed, uh, quite likely that we may actually see this kind of a fall later. On the other hand, if market is crossing above that, we may be trading on the bullish direction. Okay. Now, as the market price action has been, that I was telling many times in the past, that it has been a very choppy kind of a scenario. See, this is a choppy range. This is a very big choppy range. So market nowadays have stopped the clean moves. These are the clean moves coming in between, but over last November onwards, I would say, market with these huge gap ups, gap downs, these are choppy kind of trading. It is going on. Okay, not very clean move you are getting. So it is very difficult, I would say, from if you go back, I have repeated this thing in the past also. If you go back into history, you would see a rhythmic before COVID also, quite a rhythmic move in any direction. So it was a playable. But nowadays, the choppiness of the market, what it has done is that there is no clear direction in the market. Right now, also, see, for next week, 16,400 is the bottom half. You would always try to buy the Nifty when it comes to this range, and 16,800 is the zone where you would like to sell with the stop loss. Now, if it sustains our 16,850, you will again try to buy. Again, if sustains below 16,400, you will try to sell for 15,800. So these are the markers of the range, and you know the levels that you would be playing for. Okay. If I talk about Bank Nifty, again similar thing. Uh, this is a zone where 36,100 people should be actually looking to sell. 36, 35,900, 36,100. These are the levels people should look to sell actually. And you can see that this was the gap up of Monday, then a little bit of gap up, then kind of consolidation in the range only. And overall, stocks are also not making very good moves. But that's why we played this week with the help of what I would say stock options. We played in the TMP. Okay. I have discussed these trades in the clubs also, like not trades, the stock ideas, like this one, Hero Motocorp. So here I mentioned the Hero Motocorp here also, that once it breaks this zone, uh, you will see a downfall, right? I have mentioned. Now, how the TMP students played with this, it's like this. Sorry. So that much information I provide in the club, but in the how exactly to play with it, we played with this. Okay, so we played with this with this. So our students, as soon as these levels were being taken out, so as soon as the level I had already mentioned there here, right? So level I had already mentioned there. So once it was breaking down, we in the TMP we formed this one. Okay, this bear put spread, and we booked when it came to gave 2,000 profit. Okay, towards the end of the day, it fell a lot. Was giving 2,800, but we were happy. Like intraday, it is giving 2,000 rupees profit. We had also created on the Monday of this week. If I show you just a second. So in the December group, if I show you, mm, so this is the trade. This is the trade I had given that created, then it gave profit. And Monday also we created this one also. Okay. So the Infi bull call spread we created, and we booked around 5,000 profit there. We created it on Monday because market is broadly range bound. So what we saw in Infi was possibility of an up move there. And I mentioned in the about Infi also in the club. It is not that you cannot say that I did not mention in the club. Okay, so if I post Infi, Infosys, if I go to the Infosys, so see the post regarding Infosys. I will go there. Okay. Uh, just a second. This was the post. I posted here also about how to play Infi. But what we did is that we created this bull call spread in the Infi, and today when I gave that trade to the club also, StockEdge social also, but how to play with it, obviously through options the risk is less, and we played. See, 22,000 was possible again, but that is still expiry. A move is required, and today and was with 7,000 risk, but it maximum went 1,000 or 1,500 negative. Through options, we played low risk options, and we all book amount of good profit. Okay, so that is how we are going on. So regarding stocks, uh, let me go back to a little bit on the global scene. See, you can see Dow also is mostly range bound. Dow future dollar index suddenly has fallen. Okay, a very important data has come. Okay, that is the non-farm payroll data, and I think it has job data has come very bad. Looking at the dollar index, it is appearing to okay. So, let me see. I think the job number has come very bad. No, it has come very good, but then why dollar index is falling so much? I don't know. But if the job yesterday ADP job numbers were coming very pathetic yesterday, and that's why bad news was good. So if I go to yesterday data, yesterday the job numbers ADP non-farm number job creation was very less. So bad news was good, and that is why what happened with the market. If you see the US market here, the US market had actually risen today in the government report. This is today. This is for today. Just a second. This is for today. The job numbers have come better than expected, and that is why market is bearish. So bad data thinks that Fed won't be very much uh, hostile towards liquidity, and market goes up. And good data, market actually falls. This is how the liquidity driven the overall sentiment is. Okay, it has not fallen, but what is happening is that if you see US 10-year bond yield, it is going up, and once it crosses 3%, again it will rise, and possibly in the sell-off of the bond to compensate, equities may also fall. Very interlinked kind of a market. Okay, so you have to keep on looking at this data. Next week 8th is a RBI meeting, and around 14th or 16th there is Fed policy. So market will be driven by them. Okay, now for long term, I had identified few charts. Let me discuss about them, because there are various kind of participants in the market. So when I went to the monthly chart, I saw in the IGL, this was the top, and then this is acting as a support. So if IGL holds this 330, 320 and eventually breaks above 400, we can see again a move kind of like 500, 600, 700 kind of a. So for more of an investor point of view, but obviously with the stop loss, which is at least 315, 320. Another stock that I will definitely like to discuss is TTK Prestige. Okay, so see, once in many months you get this kind of opportunities. When see the 2017, 18 high, 19 high, then breached 740 and almost 500-point rally came back. So this kind of stocks you can see, like from 90, it has become 10 times in 10-12 years, and then it has come back. This kind of stocks keep on growing. So have in mind, if you see that it is protecting 750, you can get in with small quantity, and then as it keeps on going on, you can add on. Another similar monthly chart stock that I have discussed is Dalmia Bharat. Okay, similar situation, monthly chart. I don't know where it will hold or not, but we all can see that 1220 to 30 was a good level. If that holds, and I'm not sure it will hold or not, because the other two stocks have given some kind of rejection of this previous high. It has not, it has once given, but to the second month, we have to observe. But these are the levels. If it holds, then possibly see from 1200, it can again resume. So this is how many good stocks actually give opportunities. If I show you, you will get to understand. Suppose I am talking about a stock like Asian Paint. Okay, Asian Paints. Okay, so so it did not correct at all. But if it corrected, see, from 1500 it went to 1900, then this previous high level was acting as a support, and then it went back. If I talk to you about stocks like Hindalco, so you can, again, in the monthly chart, you can see that how the monthly support levels actually, like from 100 it became 6 times. So good stocks, what they do in their monthly support level, when they come, they often become some kind of multi-bagger opportunities. Okay, so Kotak, if I tell you, so see, uh, this was the previous swing low, and look at this. So this was a monthly support based on 2018. In 2020 also it dropped this much only, and then from there it doubled. So monthly supports, we analysts keep on actually looking at to find the clue for next big move in good stocks. I'm not sure that whether these levels will hold in these three stocks I discussed, but if they hold, at least for investors, they will become good opportunity. So consider them accordingly. Crude oil is in a tight spot. It is rising only among the commodity, but other metals have actually started falling a little bit. Okay, even after China reopened, I can see, apart from this iron ore, everything has started correcting a bit. Okay, and even agri commodities, I would say, wheat, you can see from the top it has given up a lot, almost 30%. Corn, it has given up almost 7-8%, 10%. Soybean is somehow bullish. I don't know why. Black Sea, sunflower oil is completely understandable because it is Russia-Ukraine war is going on. But cotton is coming down a little bit, a little bit. This can be a normal fall also. I'm not saying that inflation is running away, but sugar somehow topping out, or consolidation, you can say, happening. So there is possibility that the global market may decide, may find that the inflation is taming, and they may decide, okay, so you can see the dollar index, how deeply it has fallen. Yesterday it rose, today it is falling. I don't know why, but dollar index, from the risks of the dollar, why market is, equity market is rising, is because this dollar index is falling. So if the dollar index keep on falling, our market should actually do good. Because if you look at this, our market, if I'm talking about Nifty, and I'm going to the daily chart right now. If I go to the Nifty, see this much pullback, you know why it has come? Let me show you. Dollar index. So dollar index, I'm sending it at the bottom. Okay, move to new pen below. Now see, you can easily see the lull in the dollar index, and that is why our equity markets rose. So totally dollar driven move. Right now, what is happening in the market? Totally dollar driven move. Nothing is coming as a without dollars. So we have to keep a close eye on dollar, how it is doing. As Vivek sir tells that this is the Ganesh Ji, and I can see a very sharp fall. So I'm optimistic that Monday will be an up move. And regarding stocks, if you want to know which stocks are doing, every day I'm posting 4, 5, 6 stocks here. You can see our team of Indraprastha Jazz, Mahindra Holiday is another opportunity that I discussed, that if it jumps from this kind of a level, we can see and Mahindra Holiday rose quite beautifully today. If I'm talking about Mahindra Holidays. So, okay, it rose actually, removing the dollar index. So it is coming in percentage term because I have removed the other thing. No? Just a second. Okay, now Mahindra Holidays. So today, actually, after that, it went up a little bit. So I have put an alert around 2:30. If it trades about 2:30, I will give it to my TMP students. But these are the stocks that we should be keep looking on. And I have shared so many stocks, to be honest. And our team, not only me, our team, you can see uh, Hero Motocorp was there, Ailcon Raja has given, Take Mahindra I had given earlier, Dow Jones I told, Shobha also I have said that there is a there is no clear trend in the market, but right now, as I said, that there was a clear bullish divergence, but it has to cross this level. So everything is written here in a proper form. In terms of trading in a live market, in a perfect hand holding, obviously TNP has an edge. But if you are confident on your own, then you can think about looking at this analysis and trade also in the StockEdge social. So Kotak Mahindra, I said. So again, Kotak Mahindra, I have not given as a trade. Why I have not given? Because I'm showing you why I have not given it as a trade. See, I'm waiting for this level to be crossed. Obviously, this is a good buy here, but in TMP, what happens is that we are playing more of a momentum basis. We are the club, the it is for more active trader. Obviously, TMP involvement is much more. Here, if someone thinks of investing for 10-15%, he can put in money. But when we will be trading in TMP, when this breaks out is happening, we will be trying to capture the momentum with through option trades. That is how we go on with the TMP, and this is the difference. I always keep on mentioning about stocks. So again, going back, so if you visit here, you will find all the good stock ideas that we think. Sun Pharma, I think, is a bearish idea, can fall a lot. Can fall a lot. Again, I'm waiting for this 200 yen to be taken out, and then giving a short trade. I have not given a short trade. I have just mentioned the opportunity that if it falls below this, we will trade. It has not fallen, so we have not trade. One is identifying a stock that is ripe for action, and another is putting on a trade. So putting on a trade, obviously, more precisely we that do in the TMP, but every idea that we would be trading otherwise, I always put here into the stock is social also. Okay, so great. Hope we catch up next week. I discussed about the overall market scenario. Right now, there is not much trend in the Nifty, Bank Nifty both. We will see how it happens. But if dollar index weakens, that is good for market. Jyoti ma'am, are you there?
Yes, good
Jyoti ma'am,
evening,
have you there?
Souradeep. I'm here.
Hi ma'am. Hi. Very good evening to all to you ma'am. Please take over from me. Thank you.
Very good evening, sir.
Very good evening ma'am.
Very good evening, my friends of all the social club. Good evening, good evening, good evening, good evening. Yes, let's start. Today, I was somehow bearish on banking, but I was not very clear how many stocks to give on trade. While giving the trade, I was not very sure that how many stocks to give. Jahan dekho, I'm seeing my favorite setup, that is gap up and almost open high. Maximum places in Axis Bank, in ICICI Bank, in Kotak Bank, everywhere I was seeing the same setup. Now I was wondering how many stocks should I give for selling and all that stuff. So better I gave an idea that maximum banking stocks are showing gap up and almost open high. So those who understand this setup, they could have traded whichever stock they want. Like if I show you, let us see any banking stock, any banking stock. Let us see Axis Bank. See, gap up, open high, almost same. You can see when I say gap up, open high, you can see the prices over here. You'll get a judgment that what I'm trying to say. See, open and high is almost nearby, and gap up and open high is one of my favorite setups, which I covered in webinars also, and one of my really favorite setups. Whenever I see this, I have almost a strike rate of 80-90% in this. 100% so you never have in anything. How much confirm you are in the market, but you don't know the opposite side. Whatever you trade, kabhi kuch ulta pad gaya to, and for that I'm very strict with stop loss. There are two things which I'm looking. One is stop loss. I'm very strict with. The moment I see reversal, I don't mind exiting the trade, even cost to cost or nominal loss. I don't wait for stop loss to get hit. If you see, maximum of my calls have not waited for stop loss to hit. Unfortunately, some stocks went for stop loss, but generally I take a reversal trade the moment I see reversal. Like for example, yesterday I had taken a trade of Ambuja Cement. It was an open low, long built up, everything was in my favor. And today, mostly I see it on daily time frame. In hourly time, in daily time frame, if it is below the today's low, then it will be a reversal for me, or my stop loss gets hit. I will show you how my stop loss gets hit in a day sometimes. Today when I saw it as gap up, open high, immediately I said cut off the trade. And that's what you can see. I didn't wait for that thing to come back and give me a stop loss chance and all that stuff. No. Why waiting when I trade short on gap up open high, then when I see gap up open high, how can I keep a long trade with me? So yesterday I gave it a buy and today I said exit. Today open high. I have mentioned also in the my thing. My stop loss was what? My stop loss was 364. I could have waited, but why make a loss jabardasti ka? But one my bad trade which happened and which was really a coincidence was Titan. And Titan was really, I don't know what happened. I gave it a like a short trade for Titan, a put buy. And on this day, if you see in last 15 minutes, if you see this candle in last 15 minutes, you will see all of a sudden this was a spike, and by the time I understand or anything, my stop loss got hit and I was out. Next day market was back to its position. But my stop losses are in the system. Hit means hit. I don't know whether this will come tomorrow or no. Since I have a right hand side picture right now in my hand, I can say yes, मैं रुक जाती. But actually when this spike came, nobody in the world knew that why that this has happened and then now the price will shoot up or it will reverse back. Nobody knew that. So technicals are supportive to 80-90%, but still 10-20% we have to put stop loss into account. And I would like to tell you all one very good thing. People were asking me why I'm so bearish on auto stocks. Like I gave on Hero Moto, 2 targets got hit. I gave on Ashok Leyland. I wanted to give on Maruti and all something, but how many same sector stocks? I have to diversify the sectors, no? So people were asking me, why are you so bearish on Hero Motors? So I said, when crude is boiling, this is what I have seen and practically seen. I will not show you any chart for that. No, nothing. I'll just give you a hint that it being in economics, I had learned about supplementary and complementary products. So crude or diesel, petrol are complementary products to auto sector. So what happens if crude is boiling? I will find these sectors down. So definitely I will try to search for the movement which will give me short build up with open high and I can enjoy the rally downwards. This is why when crude is boiling, why auto stocks are down. Because when crude is boiling, people generally before buying this say, "Arey, petrol prices बहुत ऊपर जा रहा है, so no, we will not buy it now," and all that thing. And when the prices starts reducing, and auto sector will start moving up. I will show you in Hero Moto. Sorry. How I took a trade, and it was a very beautiful trade. I really enjoyed that trade. I go to daily time frame, and what did I see? Can you see one thing that it is rallying over here from mostly middle of May? Auto sectors were rising. Why? Because petrol prices were down. They had reduced the petrol prices, excise cut, whatever it is, but Ultimately, effect was that petrol prices were cut by approximately 9 rupees in my state, at least Mumbai. I belong to Mumbai. Then when crude started boiling at the resistance level, what did I get? I got gap up with open and high exactly at the resistance, along with RSI falling below 70. Along with RSI falling below 70. This is what I had explained in my setup also, because generally when I give calls, I just don't give calls. I give it along with setup. So if you see, I have given in the setup also clearly, I have mentioned that short build up and open and high same, and exactly turning from RSI resistance, and RSI is falling below 70 in the daily time frame. I think all these reasons are sufficient for me to take a trade. But somehow this is the beginning of the month. I don't feel like going for a directly a buying naked buying option. So I prefer doing spreads. So I did a spread which was a bear put spread. Many times what happens, I immediately give the call, and then I give the explanation, because otherwise first I give the explanation, then I give the call. What happens is the price moves away. Sometimes price moves so fast that we don't get to trade also. That is why I first put the trade and then I give the explanation about the call. So this is what I did. Somebody was asking me they keep on asking me why I'm going here only. Somebody asked me, see, you can see the thing also. Everybody has praised. Thank you for all your praises. And someone asked me why FAR OTM. So why FAR OTM? My friends, if you see my open interest trading, I have mentioned there, when I see a short build up along with open and high almost same, I expect the prices to fall approximately 8 to 10% within 1 week. This I have mentioned in my OI session, in face-to-face, everywhere I've mentioned this. I keep on mentioning this wherever you see my sessions or webinars, because this is also a very good setup. And this thing happening at resistance with RSI falling below 70, who can stop me from giving this call or trading this call? Buy a put, enjoy. I never take a risk of going in futures. If I go in futures, it will be with hedge position. Friends, you all must be wondering why I have very good stamina to hold in profits, which you must have seen in my calls also. During profits, I'm very calm and very quiet. Aram se I say keep on booking profits. And moment I see a reversal, I say, okay, done. We are out. Losses booking of reversal trades where our trade has gone wrong by any chance should be squared off immediately, means immediate, particularly if it is F&O. And when I say within 8 to 10 weeks, and the price was somewhere around, let us say 2800, so my expectation of price is around 2600 to 2500. That is why I took this trade. Why? Because I'm expecting the prices to reach here, and this spread is the cheapest spread for me. My cost was approximately 16.5 to 17, whatever you say, into 300. What would be the cost? Worst case scenario, My max loss is somewhere around 4,500 to say 4,700. Or worst case, किसी को ज़्यादा ऊपर आया तो 5,000. Not more than that. That too in a spread. And in that, if you make double, which today this spread had become 40. So my first booking was at 30 and second booking was at 40. Though I booked a little earlier, but almost ROI is tremendous. See, what we are doing, a small sentiment I would like to discuss with everyone. What we do, friends, we generally what we say, अरे ठीक है only 2,000 का profit आया है, अरे only 5,000 का profit आया है. Wait, so how much you have invested, how much you have put in that option, that also matters a lot. So if you have put 5,000 and if you are making 4,000 also out of that, sir, it is almost 80%. ROI is, look at the ROI. See, the thing is, when we trade, no, the maximum losses happen because of this. And I tell everyone, थोड़ा मुझे ज्ञान ज्यादा देने की आदत है, और वो तो लेडीज लोगों को होती भी है. So what I say is, when we buy option, what we do, we think the premium will become 0. So we assume max risk only premium. Max risk premium. And we are ready to make it 0. So 5,000, you're ready to make 0 with 100% loss. And then you say, mera 100% loss ho gaya. But when you buy, when you are in profit, you book very fast. Why? Either you make 1,000 rupees profit, then also you book. Why? Because nahi paisa aa raha hai. So, but that is not actually the trade. In making losses also, you should cut off your losses immediately. If you see all my trades, Mr. Ankit Agarwal, I generally prefer spreads, and this spread is 16.50 or 17 into 300 is the lot size. So I think it will be not more than 5,000, no, right? And even if I'm doing a loss, max loss in worst case scenario, but should I make that max loss? No. At the most, investment will be more. Right. I agree to you. Investment will be more because, one second, investment, I'm coming to that also part. Your investment will be more because you are simultaneously selling a call. So if you're selling a call, first tell me, you are putting a money of around about 35,000, roughly 30-35% of what is the futures ka margin. So if 35,000 you put and still if you make 4,000, then also you're making at least 10% ROI, which is not bad if you take this, and this is refundable. And if you're buying a actual, what do you say, naked call, then your cost is how much? Roughly around 18-19K, right? So you are taking much more risk compared to in this spread case. Why? This is actually refundable. Once you square off your position, your margin will be refundable. Your ROI is 10%. I 100% agree. But still, on 5,000 investments plus this, you're making that amount is a very good thing. Instead of 65,000, if you're making a, let us say, 50 rupees ka SL or something like that, because according to me, I don't trade which with more than 5,000 risk in one lot in options. And that is the reason I'm still surviving in this market. Since 2002, I'm doing options. I have lost huge amount also, but after that, सबको पैसा खोने के बाद अक्कल आती है, मुझे भी आ गई. So the most important is risk management. This is what I need to do, I prefer to do. So, and I always have mentioned also at many times, here only in Hero Moto, friends, I give calls with the rationale. Even after so much study, stop loss is possible. I request everyone to trade options only if they can take risk. Though my risks are small, but most importantly, study and yourself also. And if you feel okay, you take a trade. This is not only for me. This is from anyone you take a trade. Generally, if you're doing it on your own study, well and good. But if you're taking it from anyone, I would always prefer to understand by yourself what trades you are taking. So these all things are very, very important in the market. One more trade I had taken that was a beautiful jackpot trade, and that too within 2 days or so. One was Motherson. Motherson also was the same thing. Yes, why not? Bear put spread, bull put spread, and anytime except last week. Last week we can't do, no, because of physical settlement. So Motherson Sumi, this year I took a trade 2 days back. Immediately it gave me 1.5 rupee put call liya tha, and it was an open call. 1.5 rupee liya and I was out. You can go through all my calls. You can join me or there. GNFC options were illiquid. So when options are illiquid, I don't prefer to trade. And what I had seen, that also I had mentioned. See, it was having a positive divergence. And at positive divergence, what I was having a almost a support, good support. So once it crossed its high, ye chhod do, and then I got an open low. I took the trade again with the open low, long built up, and if you see, I had marked my targets. These are the swing high, my first target, another swing high being the second target. But what did I do? Where it went to approximately 695 and started reversing back, and the moment it came back below the swing low, I told everyone to exit. I told everyone exit. Don't wait for the profit, full complete target. Don't wait for the stop loss to get hit. Mr. Sheshnath Prasad, I prefer to put stop loss in the system, not in the mind. As Titan, it happened, and my stop loss got hit at 10 rupees. If I'd put it in the mind, it was 4.5 rupees by the evening. Next day, did I know it will rise further or it will fall again? I didn't know what will happen next day. So I better put it in the system. Yes, sir. I saw you are asking this question from. Am I audible? I'm audible, sir. Please check. Yeah, for spreads, you don't need to put this stop loss in the system. You can keep on having your calculation, and the moment you are done, you can hit the stop loss. What percentage? Percentage is as if you ask me only in the percentage basis, I will say monetary basis. I will say 5,000 in one lot. Maximum I can take a risk and options, and percentage basis is not there. What the trade I have taken on the base of open high, open low with long built up, short built up, and moment I see the reversal in the trade, I exit, and the stop loss will be below the open high or open low, whatever it is. I will explain you. Just give me a moment. So as you are asking continuously about Renuka's sugars, yes, today was a classic example for bank nifty, not even nifty also. I'll show you. I wanted to show you all that thing. It is a beautiful maza aaya tha aaj. And that is why I was one, since everyone know that I don't trade bank nifty, and there were so many stocks I told you in the beginning only, and that is why I straight away said ki all maximum banking stocks are at gap up, open high. Enjoy the trade if anybody can understand. So as per this thing, it is telling me it is above my previous swing high. It is above my previous swing high. Oh, sorry, it has closed below my previous swing high. So as per the rule, if it goes below today's low, I will square it off. Another thing, one more support I can give you in this is, so all this is also a final, what we say, though it has cut all this, but still this is the last support and this is the final support. After that, you can see there is a open territory. So I don't know. Yeah, I am in social club. You can find me in club. I'm there. So Nifty also, see, now Nifty, no, what a beauty, see, with RSI at resistance, open high. And as in, I use my EMA 61, which I've done so many webinars on EMA 61. See, exactly at 61 EMA, it has touched. And from there only, it was gap up, open high. And previously, even Souradeep was showing that this was even 200 DMA. Why you want to check it EOD? You can check it at 9:30 also, 10 o'clock also. Why wait for the whole day? Open high ho gaya na 9:30, 10 o'clock tak. Then you can decide your trade. And even if you see a 200 moving average, which he was using, I will show you. Souradeep sir was using it. With color, I will change. I'll make it red with thick. So what we see, even 61 EMA, which I prefer, even 200 EMA, which everyone prefers, it touched that and exactly opened at that price with a gap up and open high. And that is how you can enjoy them. Very, very simple thing to see. Don't make your trading too complicated. Same way with Bank Nifty. exactly at the same place, 200 EMA and near 61 EMA, open high, gap up and open high. What else we want in life? And then today you have an engulfing bearish also. And the last question which I will take of two people, Bajaj Electricals and Concor, and then we will wind up. Concor also, see, there is a same, this is a very good support. If it is below that, if you have a buying position, see, the thing is you exit, and again, once you exit, that doesn't mean you have made a loss or something like that. Again, when buying comes, again enter. But suppose if this loss happens, if you don't exit and price moves over here, you don't exit, and price moves over here, then what will you do? Oh, I would have exited over here. Now you can't go back and get the exit over there. So exit, and then again if it crosses, buy again. What's the harm? Bajaj Electricals, very good fall off. See, can you see the same thing? Gap up, open high at same 61 EMA, and see the result. Now this again can be a retesting type of thing. Such a beautiful things they are. So friends, with this, I hope I have explained you something which can help you in your trading system. You can join me on social club by the name this is my name profile, Jyoti Budia. You can join, you can check, you can see what I give you. And खाली देखो मत, आप मुझसे पूछ भी सकते हो. See, people keep on asking me, ऐसा नहीं है. See, people ask me wherever you see. I have explained, they have asked me, they give me the feedback. Everything happens. You can ask me and I reply also. See, Dr. Reddy's, though it was highly volatile and it harassed me for 4-5 days, I came out cost to cost also. So thank you, friends. Have a nice weekend. Enjoy your weekend. Bye. See you. Thank you.